All right. Hello, and welcome back to At the Helm with your host, Justin Helms, co-host, guest appearance, whoever, you've been here enough.
Yeah,
Jonathan, you
you
already
know,
know who he is. And we're today, well, it's been a while, first of all, so I just want to make sure to once again let y'all know that I am on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, everything that Anchor puts it on. Anchor to I think that's also like, what's it called? It's like Google Play, Google something like that. But
it
Google Podcast, I don't know. But everything that you can find on Anchor, it's out there. I'm also going to be trying to post some TikToks as some like teasers, some little snippets, some YouTube short type stuff and everything like that. And yeah, that's basically all I want to say. And I'm trying to get back being consistent and everything. And I've been posting some of my old because like a lot of my old episodes I had posted on YouTube, but I didn't have on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I posted majority of those. So if you want to go back and listen to those, you can listen to it there. I will say I do put them all together on that platform. So those podcasts are like they're like an hour to an hour and a half long. Versus on YouTube, I cut it up so you can kind of see the sections and it's a little bit like shorter watches and everything. That's just for the views. But remember, like, comment, subscribe, show back. And if you want to come to the show, let me know. Just hit me up on whatever, DM me, message me, all these apps. So yeah, we're gonna get right into it.
All right, let's do it.
First thing I wanted to do is, of course, what we always do. What did we learn? And I'll let you go first. Or what did you learn? I said we, but like, what did you learn? Because it might be different for what I got here. In NBA playoffs.
So far, Jordan Poole is a certified scammer. 100 mil. And what did he show up? He don't
No,
show up
he
like
didn't.
you can say he showed up for one game. That's it. Oh, engaged his Clay. Yeah, let's cut that narrative. That is bye.
I'm sorry to Clay.
Like I was running for Clay, and it just showed me like, it just showed me that just wasn't it. And Steve Kerr, you didn't play Jonathan Kuminga. That's crazy. Y'all spent
What
a
is
fourth
that?
overall.
I've seen a lot of people saying that. I'm like, I don't know what he would have done in that series. Like, what
No,
would have changed?
but I'm saying for him, if he would have put more pressure on the rim, because the only person I would see driving to the rim willingly that could do it was Steph and Andrew.
Yeah,
And
Wiggins.
it's
Yeah,
like,
Wiggins will do it sometimes.
but it's just like, other than that, you just see a lot of them just to settle. And Draymond won't even look at the rim. We're not going to talk about Draymond. He's a certified LeBron praiser while you're playing.
Keeping it PG.
Then
Praiser.
yeah,
Much for sure.
and
Super
then it's
much.
like, then I see Andre Iguodala. Bro, just put on a sweatsuit and call yourself a coach.
They needed Iggy out there. They needed someone at that rim to help with AD. I think the other problem is like, bro,
Time. You said Iggy to help out with who?
AD. You need
Are
some
we
big
serious?
bodies in there,
Are we
bro.
serious? Are we
I don't think
serious?
he's not stopping him. Like, no, he's
Clip
not
this.
stopping him.
Please clip this and post this.
That's
Are
not
we
crazy
serious?
to say. Like,
Yes, it
Iggy
is.
in this age, no, he's not. He's not stopping AD. But to put
No.
him out there, pick up some fouls, like, you know what I'm saying? Just at least
Okay.
slow him down. Not let him just go out there and have his way. You know what I'm saying? Like
And play
you need,
Kuminga.
because the problem is like what Draymond said. Looney's not fast enough and Draymond's not big enough. Iggy is where I don't know what because he hasn't played in forever. Should be fast enough, and he is solidly big that you could be like, okay, like he can keep up with him to an extent where he's not going like AD might drop 25, but it's not just going to be like him out there sleep dropping 25. Like AD was walking into a 25 and 10, bro. Like way too easy. And I have to be mad at the Warriors GM too, because like, why did you let Wiseman go? Y'all drafted Wiseman for this reason. Y'all knew y'all didn't have no bigs, and then you still traded him to Detroit for what? Like,
Okay. That was my Warriors. Yeah, that was the Warriors. Celtics. Oh, hey, they the most complete team to me. Like from
for
top
sure,
to bottom.
for sure.
Like name me something wrong with that team. And especially the way they play defense in that third quarter, only allowing 5 points.
Yeah, you can
Like,
rely on everyone on the team. Like, you actually can like trust them to do what they do, like do what they're supposed to, what their role is.
like they know their role and they perfected it. And
Exactly.
first year head coach Joe Mazzulla, hey, you got the nod
Shout
from me,
out.
brother.
Shout
Hey,
out.
shout out Joe, man.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out,
I have to
and
give him
then
his credit.
shout out to all the Jays on the team. Joe Mazzulla, Jason
Jason
Tatum,
Tatum, Taylor Brown.
Jalen Brown. Like, shout out to Jays. What?
Shout
Hey,
out to
what did Mark
Jay.
Jones like? Like, like, what did Mark Jones say? The Jays smoking on that Philadelphia pack. Like,
They are. They are, bro.
like,
I'm sorry, bro. Like, and
and
then
then Philly
the Jays on the other side sucks.
And it
Joel
and the thing
Joel
and
and
the
Jays.
thing is, they tried like Philly fans for real try to make this rivalry. Get out the conference semis. Then we can talk.
Joel told the fans and he told everybody this ain't a rivalry. We get beat every time. Like we
And
get destroyed every time. No.
okay, that's my. But the Sixers, firing Doc Rivers was not going to solve your problems. Daryl Morey, you are done. You're cooked. Like you traded for James Harden, and Game 7, 9 points. You are outscored by PJ Tucker.
No cap.
PJ
PJ was in the
Tucker.
corner putting it up. I saw him hit a floater. I was about to cry. I was like, nah, he's
Yeah.
doing it. And that's why I thought they were gonna have a chance to, like, especially in that first half, like PJ Tucker hitting shots, and you got Tobias out here outscoring the 2 stars. That means once they come back the second half, like this game is wraps. Nope.
No.
Jason Tatum, 51. 5-1. 51.
Like,
In a
like
closeout.
like he said, humbly, I'm one of the best players in the league. Like I know what I can do. Humbly, like he can say arrogant, like come on, man. Like y'all know I do.
People
this
were trying to hate on him after he said it too, and I was like, that's not even crazy to say. Like he knows who he is. Like what KD said. Y'all know who I am, right?
Right. Like let's not forget his rookie year. He done on LeBron James.
He was only 19.
Like please get this man his flowers. And then the Suns front office is terrible. You try to your death away for Kevin Durant, who came and will you to a conference finals.
I tried to tell so many people that the Suns were not making it. Like I was like, I like the Suns in terms of star power, but like you need a bench, bro. Like I'm sorry, like yes. And who's gonna win you the game is your star. Who's gonna lose you the game is your star. I will say that. But you need them guys when your guys sit. Like you gotta have somebody that's either gonna play defense or play offense.
And please, let's not forget, if Kawhi Leonard was not hurt, y'all would not be in this position.
What? They would have lost to the Clippers for sure, guaranteed. I've been trying to tell folks, bro.
Do y'all not know Kawhi Leonard? Like, yes, I get tired of that low management stuff. When it comes playoff time, the robot gonna go to work.
What they say, Kawhi Leonard.
Like
Kawhi Leonard.
Like literally, like Kawhi will drop 40 and he'll play some of the best defense he has to.
Yes. Like even Russ was out there doing what he had to, bro. If PG was out there, bro, I'm sorry, D Book would have been locked. It would have been locked. I'm not gonna lie. D Book, I would have given him, like, he averaged 36. He would have averaged like about 10 less. I'm gonna give him 26. Like he would have not been dropping 36 over and over, bro.
Like Devin Booker doesn't even clear Jaylen Brown.
No, sorry, you don't play enough defense.
Like he don't do nothing, and it's like, yeah, Devin Booker's cool, but if there was no Kevin Durant,
great score.
That's it.
Yeah, but that's literally it. Like great,
like him and Zach LaVine. Like I'm gonna say something nasty. Him and Zach LaVine, they're not that too much off.
Yo, Clips, you're crazy for that statement. You're insane for that statement.
Tell me, please tell me. Please tell me.
Bruh, tell you what, like, bruh, they're both scorers, and Devin Booker is a better scorer. Like, that's just point blank, period. I don't know. And I will say this, like, when it comes to passing, Devin Booker is better. Defensive wise, they both about the same, I would say. Like, they both give effort sometimes, and then most of the time not. But to say that Devin Booker and Zach LaVine, if you switch Devin Booker for Zach LaVine on the Suns right now, they would not have gotten that far. No. Sorry. Absolutely not.
Okay.
We saw Zach LaVine for years on the Timberwolves do nothing. Like,
Devin
Booker came into the league and he was balling.
he was never. Let's get this straight. He was never in the road to succeed like that.
I give you
In
that, bro.
Minnesota,
Like
in Minnesota,
100%, yeah. But
like
you
he
gotta,
had Cat and Andrew Wiggins in front of him, and
you gotta
they were
play good
putting
enough. That'll
they
put
were
you
putting
out
him
there,
out to be a 6 man. Are we serious right now?
bro.
Like Justin, you are
I'm
all
serious, baby.
crazy.
We can really like. I don't know. I don't want to have to do this, but we could go look at their stats, bro. Like, it's very not. It's not the same. It's not the same.
Bro, we couldn't. I'm gonna look at it right now. Since you want to say that, I'm gonna look at it right now because
Bro.
now I'm gonna show you, bro.
D Book was putting up crazy numbers on teams with scrubs. Zach LaVine isn't even doing that on a team with DeMar DeRozan and Boots right now. Like,
Okay, Zach LaVine put up 25, 5, and 4.
Book's gonna be like 36-3. Like,
Nah, his stuff was 28, 4, and 6.
yep, exactly.
I'm
Like,
saying not
no,
that far out.
bro, it's not that far off in terms of stats. But like, is Zach LaVine winning games by doing that? No, he is not.
When
But
Devin Booker was by himself, he was crying for help, literally.
he was like, I give him that. Like, I give you that. But like, to say they're on equal level, like, bro, if you switch
I
them
say
up,
they're not
bro,
that far off. I never say they were on equal level. I say they're not that far off.
I can't like. I guess I'll give you that, bro. Like, I guess, but like, one's a superstar, and one's not even.
Devin Booker's not a superstar.
Man, what? Like, what are we talking about? He just averaged 36 in the playoffs. What would you call that?
So we're gonna glorify him for just putting up shots. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Like,
He's not a superstar.
that's
He's
a crazy
not.
statement. That's a crazy
He's
statement.
is he a top 10 player in the league?
No, I will.
It, it's
No,
it,
no,
it,
no.
is he even the best shooting guard in the league? Is Devin Booker better than Paul George
It's
to you right now?
arguable. I would say that's arguable. Like, I would
Okay,
choose. I'm gonna choose Jalen Brown. But like, if other people say that, I don't think that's crazy. Like, I don't
so
think
if a
that's,
man is a superstar and you can't choose him to be the best at his position, are we serious right now?
bruh. Okay, now let's say this: is Zach LaVine even a top 5 point guard? Is he a shooting guard? Is he a top 10 shooting guard? I will give him top 10. Is he a top
Whoa,
5
whoa,
shooting
whoa!
guard in the league right now?
Put yourself right there. But
Is
top
he a
five,
top?
it's
No,
arguable.
no.
Like all the shooting guards are arguable. Like most of them, they're arguable. I promise you.
Who would you rather have on your team, Maxi or Levine?
Huh?
Who would you rather have on your team, Maxi or Levine?
All depend. It all depends on what my team is from.
Exactly,
No funny
bro.
stuff. No funny stuff. No funny stuff.
Exactly. Like, if you're gonna say he's next to Booker, bro, and you can't even choose him over
Oh,
Maxi
okay.
without
Okay.
saying, "Oh, it depends." Like, bro,
Okay. Okay.
come on,
I have
man.
a question. I have a question. Who's rather have Devin Booker or Jason Tatum?
Jason Tatum, like, he does more. He plays defense. Like, of course. Like, I'm gonna choose
Okay.
that. Like, Jason Tatum passes and rebounds. Like, he does other things. Like, we talked about this. Booker's just a scorer. But to compare him to Levine and say that, like, nah, bro, like, Levine's
They're
just a
not that
scorer
far
too.
off.
He's a scorer with bunnies, and he doesn't even use them. He never jumps anymore. I don't know what's up with bro.
He
Like,
doesn't. He doesn't have scoring is more than just dunking.
it's more
But
than just dunking, but he needs to get
but
downhill. Like,
but
he
Devin
ain't
Booker a
doing that all the
superstar
way.
is crazy. Devin Booker is not a superstar.
He's at least an all-star. Levine can't relate. Like, sorry,
Look at how many shooting guards. Like, are we serious?
bro. Levine wouldn't have made it anyway. Like, he still wouldn't have made it, bro.
Like, regardless of the fact that you even saying that Devin Booker superstar is crazy, because there's only a handful of superstars to me.
It depends how you define superstar, bro. Based off his performance in this year's playoffs, bro, he's
We're,
playing
basing
at
off,
a superstar level, and in the
we're,
playoffs,
we're basing this off one playoff run. Are we serious?
he did this in the playoffs. The year they went and played the Bucks,
Devin
too.
Booker or Dame?
Like, last year
Devin
was a
Booker,
bad playoff.
Devin
I'll say
Booker or
last
Dame?
year.
Devin Booker or
Devin
Dame?
Booker, Dame. Like, Dame is a superstar. Like, Dame is for sure a superstar. Like, undoubtedly. I'll give you. I'll say Booker is fringe. Like, he's close, but like, based off what I saw in this year's playoffs, he was playing at a superstar level. Like and then in the
Because
2020,
yeah, no,
2021, like he was playing at a superstar level. Last year, he fell off. Like last year, he wasn't doing so great. Like it wasn't looking hot. But like those 2 of the last 3 years, he played at a superstar level when it hit playoff time. Like when you needed him, he was there. Like I can't talk about him versus Drew Holiday though. I don't know what happened there.
Drew Harden has that man in the box.
No cap.
Like
Bro is in prison.
I can't even like have myself choosing him over Jimmy Butler.
That's tough because Jimmy only shows up in the playoffs, which is when it matters most. But still.
And that's when who show up? Superstars show up. Like I said, Jimmy is a playoff superstar. When in doubt, I'm having Jimmy Butler's gonna have the ball in his hands. So like, it's a lot of things I like. There's a lot of things I could say, but then people just take it and run with it. I promise you, it's not that hard.
You're having crazy statements, but
I have a crazy
my
statement.
what did I learn? Are you done? Because I can.
Oh, Joel Embiid. Oh, don't put Joel Embiid and Jokic in the same breath right now. Joel Embiid has showed for the playoffs for me, and KD and Steph. Don't put them in the same breath either. KD came and lead the team past the. KD came and win the championship, being the leader of the team. Go ahead.
That's also debatable, but I can understand what you say. I like it has base behind it, but I could argue the other way. But I'm not going to do that because I get what you mean. Like I like that's not crazy. But what I said I learned was that like the West is better than what we saw in the regular season. Like in the regular season, bro, or at least what I saw in the regular season, I was hyping up the East. I was like, the West, whoever comes out the West is just gonna have to take their licks against the Bucks or Celtics. Like they not going to do all that. Like I just wasn't seeing it for real. Like the West looks so wide open, and I think the biggest reason why is because I still hadn't seen the Nuggets in the playoffs with Jamal and Michael Porter back. And then on top of that, they just seem like such a regular season team. They've been top in the regular season the last 4 or 5 years. Like, and it hasn't really translated to anything except for one conference finals appearance back in 2020. That was in the bubble. So it's just like, and Jamal Murray was absolutely like going insane in that playoffs. So it's just like, for me, it was like, it looked so wide open in the West. I didn't trust the Grizzlies. I never did. I'm sorry to your team. I knew that was fake, bro, from the start. I've been said that. They need someone else, bro. They need a someone to play on the wings. Like, they need a real wing besides Dylan Brooks. But, and then with guys like the Pelicans, we always knew, like, it was always that if Zion is healthy. You know what I'm saying? There's too many ifs for all these teams. If Clay and Poole play the way they're supposed to. If LeBron and if AD goes out and does what he needs to, half the season they weren't even like relevant for majority of the season until it hit after the All-Star break. So in the West, it was just so like, I don't know. It just seems so many ifs in what opened. In the East, it seems so solid, especially at the top. I would say the East was top heavy, but the Celtics, Bucks, and Sixers just proved to me that the East being top heavy meant nothing. The Bucks lost in the first round. Giannis went out there and went 10 for 23 from the free throw line, bro. The Sixers just got booted in the semifinals for the third year straight. Second time to the Celtics, too. Like, bro, it's just like so many of these teams that I was hyping up in the beginning, even the Cavs. Like, I thought the Cavs would be better than that. Like, to lose to the Knicks? D. Mitch, what were you doing? Jared Allen, what were you doing? Evan Mobley, what were you doing? Julius Randle had like 4 or 5 bad games in that series and they still lost. Like, that's just like, it's blowing my mind. Like, so yeah, I have to give credit to the West. Like the East, like I thought the East was top heavy. They really weren't. Like, they were fake. Like, that's what it looks like. A lot of them guys were fake, bro. Like, and that sucks, but it is what it is. Like, whoever comes out the East, I said this earlier, like, unless the Sixers came out of the East in terms of going to the finals, I don't know if anyone could beat the Nuggets. Not sure. But like, I'll talk about that later when we do our conference finals previews. But like, it's gonna look real tough for whatever Eastern team comes out, bro. And then my last one is Miami can never be counted out, bro. I was hating on Miami. I was saying they fake, they fraudulent, everything. Especially when they lost that playing game to the Hawks. I was hype. I was in there like Jimmy Butler ain't this, Jimmy Butler ain't that. Mama. Like, bro, our team, like Hawks went out. They had a great game. Like, I have to give them that. Like, they had a great game. Like Celtics have struggled a little bit in the playoffs to an extent, which is why the Hawks continued to look decent even in that series. You know what I'm saying? Bringing it to 6, which was very surprising. But I feel like a compound of all of that made me think that the Heat weren't it for real. Like the Heat are it, bro. Like, and the thing I have to give, like the thing that people forget is like, even though yes, like in the regular season, their offense looks very lacking. Like they had one of the worst offenses in the league, and Tyler Hero's gone too now, and it's like you just think they're gonna get worse. You know what I'm saying? You got Eric Spoelstra, you got Bam out there playing better than what he usually had. Like last year playoffs, Bam was not it, bro. Bam came in this year and he said, okay, like I'm not gonna do that again. Like I'm going back to what we saw 2020, like hand blocking Tatum type stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's going back to that. And then you have to give credit. Them guys off the bench, or like them guys, even their starters. Like I say off the bench. When I say bench, like I'm talking about role players, including like Gabe Vincent and Max Struss. Like these guys start. But but it's good enough. They do what they need to do. They play their role the right way, just like the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to give them credit for what they're doing. And I have to give super credit to Kyle Lowry and Kevin Love. Kyle Lowry sucked all season. Like he was trash. And all of a sudden he's coming out. I think if I don't know what his average is in this year's playoffs, but I have to guess it's at least 15. Like he's got to be at least doing like 15 and 5, 15 and 6 so far. And then they play smart. They know in that Buck series, that was one of the, like, I loved watching that, bro. Spo was just obviously way smarter than Coach Bud. Coach Bud's not a great coach. Like, he doesn't know how to run a system that gets other guys involved while Giannis is still dropping 40. You know what I'm saying? Like the other guys are involved, but Giannis is not. Like, if the other guys are involved, Giannis can't fully do what he needs to do in order for them to like reach that level where they're just like better than everyone. So for me, what it was like seeing Kyle Lowry and Kevin Love go out there and say, "Hey, we see Giannis is having a bad night at the free throw line. He can't make anything. So in order for Jimmy and Bam to not foul out, we're gonna go out here and pick up fouls." Kyle Lowry went out, fouled out. Kevin Love went, fouled out. Giannis went 10 for 23 at the line. They know they can't stop Giannis. We're just gonna hit him every time. Make him earn those points at that line, bro. That's smart plays. That's smart plays. Now, at the end of the day, people are gonna look at the box score and say, "Oh, they fouled out. What did they do?" That foul out was smart. They went out there and they picked up those fouls to make sure that Giannis was not going to beat them just by running and dunking. You're going to have to figure out how to shoot, buddy. Like, you're gonna have to figure it out. And they went out there and they played smart. And I love that, bro. I love that for the Heat. You can't count them out. You really can't count them out. Everybody on that team, they play as a team, bro. And this is why Jimmy hated the Sixers. This is why Jimmy hated the Timberwolves, because they didn't go out there and they didn't do the dirty work. They didn't play as a team and do what they were supposed to. Now he got a team that do that, bro. He got some dogs in there. Like, so I have to the Heat, bro. Like, can never count them out, bro. No matter what he does.
Suppose the best coach in the NBA.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that. Yeah, I have to agree with that right now.
Like, and he's the best coach left in the playoffs.
Malone is good though, but like I would say like, or what's Nuggets coach? I'm forgetting his name. Yeah,
Yeah,
Malone.
yeah.
Yeah. Malone's good. Yes.
No,
Like
it's
I give Malone credit. Like he's had his team top a lot of times. Like
I'm taking Spo though. Like,
I'm gonna take Spo because of history, because of his
like,
history.
like,
That's
like, like,
undeniable.
like, you got to think about it. Spo's making Cody Zeller look formidable in the league.
No cap, bro. I was telling people Kevin Love ain't gonna do nothing. He gone out there. He's giving you what you need. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you just a hey man when it comes to certain NBA players. I just don't get it.
bro, Kevin Love. I thought he was just washed. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Nah,
I'm not even a
nah,
hater, bro. Like, he
nah,
looks washed on the Cavs team.
because Cavs didn't play him. Cavs never played him.
Cavs played him. He was starting a lot, bro, and he just was not like,
He
bro. I
wasn't.
think he wasn't bought in. I think that was his problem. He didn't.
He
He didn't
wasn't.
care about the
He didn't,
Cavs no more.
he didn't
What?
start. He didn't start this year. He didn't start a lot this
Maybe
year.
this year, but there was a like that first year Mobley was there, and then there's been other times where he be in that starting lineup, and it's like, okay. when Jared Allen was out, he was starting. Like he was starting for sure. But
Okay.
it was. I mean, I got to give credit to Miami. And then honorable mention for what did I learn was ooh, excuse me. Honorable mention for what I learned is that there's a lot of teams that there's going to be a lot of moving. There's going to be a lot of reconstruction in the NBA this offseason. Like every team looks like they need something. Every team looks like Milwaukee. Milwaukee, that's a team I don't feel like absolutely needs something, but I
Oh,
feel
they
like
need.
they need a better closer. I'll say that. Chris Middleton, like he did what he had to do, but I don't know if he's the guy that we saw in the 2021 playoffs when he was closing games for the Bucks for real, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Celtics
But
don't really need nothing. I will say the Sixers need a bench. I think their bench, like even though their stars folded when they needed them, if you go back and look at those box scores, a lot of times those bench, like it looks like 3 points, 6 points, two, and the rest are zero. Like their bench was not good, bro. Like they were not having guys that could come out and do stuff whenever their stars were resting. You know what I'm saying? So their stars are playing a lot more minutes than what you need. And then all the other teams, like they need something. They need pieces.
wait. You worried about minutes in the playoffs for your stars?
I'm worried about minutes to an extent. When you gotta, how old is James Harden, bro? Like he's had how many injuries? How many injuries has Embiid had? Like, bro, like
Are we
when you got
serious?
players like that, you gonna have to worry about minutes a little bit. Like you gonna have to,
Oh,
like you know what I'm saying? That was
oh,
the Suns' main problem. Like
okay.
KD and Book can't be out there doing that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like someone else is
Okay.
gonna have to do something.
Yeah, I get that. I get that the bench has to provide, but when it comes to minutes for my stars, oh no.
Bro, not
Cool,
everybody's Braun, bro.
Kawhi Leonard minutes. Whoa, will you ever worry about Kawhi Leonard's minutes?
To an extent, now at this age, bro, like Clippers
Are we
are a deep
serious?
team, so like I won't say, like it's hard to say that. Like Clippers got a lot of guys. Like Kawhi don't
Okay,
have to play every minute of the game.
yeah, but I'm saying like when it comes down to it, your superstar's gonna have to already know like they might have to play every single minute of a game
Oh
when
yeah,
it comes to playoff. That's why I said like I'm not gonna worry about that. But when you talk about the Bucks, no, they need better wings. You're telling me they put Joe Ingles, Grayson Allen, Pat Connaughton on Jimmy Butler at times. Are you serious?
I saw Chris
And
Middleton on
then
Jimmy Butler once, and I was like, that is absolutely gross. I was like,
like
there's
like
no way they
like
thought that was gonna work,
like 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 you're telling me at the end of the game, y'all passing up shots to give it to Grayson Allen to do a Euro step with .1 to go.
bruh. That was so nasty, and he had no
Like
idea what the time was on the clock. Bro took
like
the longest Euro step in life to try to put
like
up a shot with 2 seconds left. Like, why
like
is Grayson
no,
Allen with
I'm
this, bruh? That's why I said they need a closer, because you saw what happened in those last minutes. Giannis was so scared of having to go to the line or having to take a shot that he literally gave the ball to Grayson Allen. Like
no,
they had what?
It was Chris Middleton because Giannis came
Oh yeah,
down
he
and
gave it
put
to Middleton, and Middleton gave it to Allen, wasn't it? Yeah.
Middleton was scared. I think it was Gabe Vincent at the wing. Middleton was scared to do a rip through and do a one dribble pull up. But you passing to Grayson Allen?
No,
You
bro,
get paid over $20 million a year.
no cap,
You passing to Grayson Allen.
real issue, bro. Like,
Oh my goodness, that's so nasty. Okay,
that's so
next
nasty.
topic.
But
Like, let's
yeah,
go to next topic.
yeah. Next topic. Next topic. The next thing I wanted to do was like something I kind of wanted to bring in and do a little bit different. I want to do playoff song names. This is kind of like something I won't say I ripped off Good Morning Football, but something that I kind of got from Good Morning Football. They do a thing where they'll have movies or song names, and you have to name a game or like the theme of something after a movie or make a new name for it. So what I did was
Mhm.
playoff song names. Give these NBA playoffs a song name that describes it so far, or an existing song, or one that hasn't been made yet. And I'll go first this time because I want to give mine, bro. Like I really want to give mine, bro.
Go ahead.
My name for this year's playoffs is Fallen Stars, bro. Fallen Stars. And I had to go look it up. I didn't know if that was a song that exists already. There is a few songs that exist by the name of Fallen Stars. Some bands and then some rappers too. So, but the theme, that's the name because like obvious, like the stars haven't showed up in all, and especially in closeout games. We've seen so many closeout games that have been absolute blowouts because the stars didn't do what they were supposed to. And yes, granted, there's gonna be harder play defense. There's gonna be a difference in the coverages you see and how they play you in that closeout game because they're not gonna let one guy beat them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what they're supposed to do though. And as a star, you were supposed to be able to get by that. You were supposed to be able to do better and go out there and actually give what your team needs in order for you to win. There are so many guys that have shot under 30% in closeout games. I'm gonna just go ahead and list. Grizzlies game 6. Jaw, JJJ, and Bane all shot under 30%. Jaw 18%, 10 points. JJJ 25, 14 points. Desmond Bane 31%, 15 points, lost by 40 in game 6. Lost by 40. Bucks game 5. Giannis 43% at the line. 10 for 23. That wasn't a blowout though. Kings game 7. De'Aaron Fox shoots 26%, 16 points in game 7, lost by 20. Suns game 6. D-Book shoots 30%, 12 points, loses by 25. Knicks game 6. Randall shoots 21. RJ shoots 10%, 11 points. Oh my God. They didn't lose by too much though. Like, I'll give them that credit. Warriors game 7. Clay shoots 15. Poole shoots 30. They lose by 21. Sixers, Harden shoots 27. Embiid shoots 27, both in game 7, and then they lose by 24. Like, that's way too many stars that are shooting under 30% in closeout games. Like, where is your pride? Like, you can't go out this bad, bro. Like, the only person I give somewhat credit to is D Mitch in his closeout game. He went out shooting. He said, if I'm gonna lose, bro, I'm gonna lose trying to put up points. He shot 26 shots and 28 points. Like, the percentage wasn't great, like in terms of efficiency, but he at least went down shooting. Like, a lot of them guys just gave up. Like, they realized it wasn't hitting for them, and they were like, "Hey, man, next year." What? Like, that's gross. So the theme of this year's playoffs, my song name, Fallen Stars.
My song, Drake 0 to 100. Because when the time regular season, you can chill, you can coast by. When it comes to the playoffs, buddy, get ready for a long ride. Now you're gonna have to play. And a bench of role players, when the lights are too bright, sometimes they fold, but sometimes they flourish. Like Malik Monk, when the lights got bright, he hooped.
Yeah.
But when Jordan Poole, when the lights got bright for him this year, he folded.
Yeah.
And it's like those role players, like Josh Hart. I admit Josh Hart played decently these playoffs. Like, he played, he was a really good glue guy for that New York team. He showed up. He showed up when times got tough. But what Dylan Brooks do? I'm going to poke at the bear and don't want to talk to me in the next 3 games.
That was stupid. That was dumb.
Like,
I've never seen anything like that.
Like, that's the thing. Like, it goes 0 to 100 real quick. Like, you think the regular season's bad where people like, we think you're trash. The whole world's watching you when the playoffs are on. When the whole world watching you, buddy, you're gonna have to put up a good fight. And it's just like,
that's where players get their narratives. That's where they get that's where the legacy comes in. Like, that's where you're gonna be known for. Like,
but thing is when people say Jason Tatum saved his legacy, I mean, that game 6, I'm like, bruh, he's only 25. Yeah, he's done more in his career than we can say for a lot of people.
Yeah,
he done more in his career than Joel Embiid.
People gonna hate it, bro. But like, he's like, as of right now, he's gonna be a better player than Paul George. He's done more in his career right now than Paul George has. Like,
for sure. And it's like Tatum took LeBron to 7 just like Paul George did back in his pre-prime or close to his prime. Like Tatum has already done that. So that legacy game stuff for Tatum 25, stop. But it's like a lot of people like it turns 0 to 100 real quick. It's like some of them folded, some of them didn't. And like we see who the ones are flourishing. Like De'Aaron Fox was flourishing in the first 6 games.
Yeah, he
But that
was.
seventh
That
game,
last game was literally the only one. Like that was the only
that
one that he
and,
showed.
and the thing is, I'm not gonna knock him for that in the last game. Like I'm not. But it's just like the first 6. Oh, he was phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Like, you couldn't tell me that De'Aaron Fox wasn't all NBA.
Yeah. Like he was going out there, he was hooping in them first. And then
Like,
that's why he won that clutch player of the year award. Like we seen this. He was doing this all year. Just like I told
yeah,
you, bro. Like the playoffs with them narratives and them legacy, because now them casuals watching. So none of they get to go talk on Twitter and everything. That's where you gotta show up, bro. Like
and
this is your
then
time. Like
Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson gonna be an All Star just based off his playoff performance last year. I mean this year.
criminal. Criminal that Mavs let him go. But like I have to give Brunson credit too. Like he and I knew it was gonna be Brunson. Like I give Randall's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like he goes out there and he hoops. And I was giving him more props in the regular season than most people were because he was closing out games for them a lot. Like, which is not like if you go back and look, like it wasn't an uncommon thing. Like he was actually hooping. Like when the lights
But
got bright, he's 0 to 100. Like you said, like he wasn't there.
it's 0 to 100. Like you gotta think about it. Like all the stars that show. I seen people show it to Timberwolves games.
Gross,
Like
nasty.
like you therefore gonna fly to Minnesota to watch Karl Anthony Towns play basketball. Like that's gross.
Watch him put up dumb shots in Rudy. Yeah, that's so nasty, bro. Like,
Oh, but hey, one thing I can't say. Oh, hey, Anthony Edwards don't fold. Anthony Edwards do not fold.
yeah, Anthony Edwards was going stupid. Like, I'm gonna have to give him his credit. Like, he was out there like what he say. Well, it was game 3 and they were about to go into 4 and they thought they were about to get swept. He was like, "No, we're not getting swept." Like, no, like he was like, "No."
Oh no, it was game 4. It was game 4 when he had like 40.
Yeah, he went
And
stupid. Yeah, in game 4 because
oh,
they in that post game press conference and after game 3 they asked him like basically like, "You think this is it?" And he's like, "We ain't done. Like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, what? Like, I'm not going out
like
like that. Like,
and the thing is, I say when the time comes for Anthony Edwards, I don't think a lot of people in the league can stop him from going downhill. It won't be.
nah,
Like and the only person that you think that's gonna block his shot is on his team. That's Rudy. Everyone else is getting dunked on.
facts get put under him."
Like it's bad, and it's like Anthony Edwards when Anthony Edwards shot that last shot and his emotion where he picked up the chair and he put it down. I like that's what I want. If I'm an owner or I'm a GM, and I see my superstar act like that after a loss. I'm okay with that.
I ain't never seen Cat or Rudy do nothing like that, bro. And it's
No,
crazy because remember at the beginning of the season we said that Rudy trade was stupid. You were on this podcast and we were like, "Yo, that Rudy trade is
that
insane."
was the space. You saw in the playoffs, the spacing was terrible.
It's so
Plus,
bad.
Jaden McDaniels, you
That
punch
sucked. That
in the
hurt.
wall.
That hurt.
That was bad.
Yeah.
And then Nas Reed being not really hurt too.
Yeah.
Like we're not gonna talk about it, but Nas Reed, the injury caught them. And then it's like remember last year when the Grizzlies beat the Timberwolves, Cat waving off like he just retired. Like he was having a farewell tour. Like that was terrible.
Bro's
But
comedy.
like when I see Ant one dribble pull up to the left, I'm thinking it's going in. He missed. He just run to the locker room. I'm living with that. I'm
Yeah.
a coach team, all that. Like
If I'm him,
it,
yeah, I
it,
live with that. Like, bro, like of course, like I know I gave my all. Like now, if I'm Ant, I'm letting the front office know, like, you're gonna have to do something with Cat or Rudy, or I'm gone. Like, I'm not gonna stay here while y'all suck, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, you can tell Ant has that mentality of like, I want to win. Like, I can't fully say that for a guy like Cat. Jimmy tried to tell us that 5 years ago. Like,
oh, hey, Jimmy told us. He said he said in a nice manner way. He didn't try to bash him. He said, oh, he's like they just didn't want to get down and do the dirty work. But now when Wiggins went to a winning culture and he learned that he had to do that, what he started doing.
started
He
hooping for
started
real. Yeah. He realized,
he
like, hey, bro, like, I'm gonna have to ball. Like, on the Golden State, bro, I'm gonna have to ball or I'm not gonna play. Like, for real.
like 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 this is gonna be Wiggins redemption arc or Wiggins falling out of the league arc. And Wiggins showed up because I think mentorship plays a big role in the league.
It does.
Like it does.
You need them guys.
Cause when Wiggins had Iggy in his ear talking about like, you see how many screens they're sending on you? That shows that you're a problem on the defense end.
Yeah.
And then you still
they want the switch. They want you. Like they want to see you.
Like that's the thing. Like hearing that from Andrew, I think in Minnesota, Andrew never had that, and Andrew had learned his own. And I feel like it was a lot of growing pains, and the fans wanted instant success, and they didn't get it. But it's all right. Wiggins is flourishing. Next topic. Let's do it.
You said so. Yours was 0 to 100. Mine was Fallen Stars. I do have to give my honorable mention. I did say my honorable mention was big on big because this playoff's been so many bigs. Like, bro, like if Jokic night in night out has to do what he does for them to win. AD night in night out has to do what he does. Like, and we saw in that Memphis series, like it was him or JJJ. Like one of them had to come out on top, and usually whoever played better that night is the team that won. You know what I'm saying? Like same thing with like Bam. Bam showed up, bro. Like Giannis did not. Like so, it's like it's been so many bigs. Embiid did not. Like you can see in so many of these series, it's been on the bigs to do what they're supposed to do. Jared Allen and Evan Mobley did not. Jared Allen folded in the hardest way. I've never seen someone come into a press conference and absolutely just munch on Mitchell Robinson, bro. On Mitchell Robinson. Bro came in there and said he's one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. I don't know. Like he literally just he gave everything that Mitchell Robinson does better than him. He was like, yo, y'all might as well trade me tomorrow for Mitch. Like he basically said that in the press conference. He said, well, he plays offense. He got good post moves. He rebounds. He does this. He does that. He does. I'm like, bro, like have some like pride. Like I said, like have some decorum. Like come on now. Like you got to be better than that. Like don't be a 7-foot baby. Like talking about maybe the lights were too bright. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Like
he lives in Cleveland now. Relax. The lights will never. Lights ain't never.
God, LeBron's not there. The lights are not that bright. Like please relax. Like
if we think about if Jared Allen was on the LeBron team, and
they'd be
2016,
what
2015. That Christmas game in 2016 when it was KD, Clay, KD, Steph versus Kyrie, Caleb, and LeBron. If Jared Allen was on there,
the way that would have been on his head is insane. Like they were on Tristan Thompson's head. He was actually playing somewhat solid at the time. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
yes.
like no, like Jared Allen wouldn't have made it out.